Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to Manifestos Podcast, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you. If you can, for those of you who are on, like and share your page. For those of you who are on YouTube, what's going on? For those of you, I see you all coming in our chat room. We're going to have our class. We didn't get a chance to have it during yesterday, but we'll have it today, most definitely. All right, but it's good to see y'all. Look, let's get this started. Not going to be on you long. Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Listen, welcome to Manifestos Podcast. We're helping people bring their imagination into reality. Our starting goals here to help 500 people bring their imagination into reality by coaching them all the way through it. If we're meeting for the first time, my name is Donald Francis. It's nice to meet you with much gratitude, peace, love, and happiness. You know, you're not going to only see us here, but you'll see us on It's Life Podcast right there on YouTube and on Facebook. And we just came out with a beautiful short film, a short film skit, so to speak. It's not really long enough to be a short film. You'll see it right there on It's All You TV, ITZALLYOU TV, for those of you who are on Spotify for the first time. By the way, if you don't get a chance to see us if you missed Monday's episode, you missed Tuesday's episode, and we're here Wednesday. Well, you missed yesterday's episode. Well, yesterday we weren't on. You can catch us at the end of the week on Sunday, right there at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Channel 49 TV. We'll be happy for you to come and visit that family. It's a great thing, great time, great moment, great people. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Good to see you. And oh man, good to see you. Wade, what's going on? Dave Kiona, it's good to see you, brother, on YouTube. Good to see all of you, man. Good to see you all coming in. I know it's been a day. It's been a morning so far, but we're here. Do me a favor before we get started. Let me know exactly what you're drinking. I'm drinking a very, very cold brew beverage. I haven't really been into iced coffee and stuff like that, but when I move over on this side, I like this way, but I haven't really had that until now. So I really am loving this, really, really loving this, and it keeps me up because it's kind of warm in here. Hence the reason why I'm wearing a t-shirt in the wintertime. You know what I'm saying? So listen, y'all, let's get this started. Listen, today we're talking about beast mode. and what it's like when you're in beast mode. This after you found your niche. This after you found your niche. This after you found your motivation. You found that thing that activated you. That thing that put you in beast mode to say, okay, listen, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I know my plan, and I'm on my way right now. Can't nobody stop me. Before that, take you to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Hey, what's up, listener? Do you want to support Manifested Thoughts podcast in style? Well, I've got something special for you today. Introducing our Manifested Thoughts podcast t-shirts and hats. Well, our t-shirts are available for only $25, and our stylish hats are available for only $35. To place your order, go to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. We have all different types of stylish colors just to suit your personal taste. So order now and don't miss out. And thank you for supporting Manifested Thoughts Podcast. Yeah. So listen, y'all, go get one of these right here. Go get one of these. I promise you, you'll love it. And if you want to get one, go right there to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. Manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. Good to see you. Glad to see that you're here. Wade with Coffee's in the house. Good to see you, sir. Oh, you drinking coffee? Wade, sorry. Not Wade with Coffee. Wade, are you drinking coffee? All right. Dave, what you drinking, brother? Good to see y'all. I'm just glad that you're here. We see some people coming in. Good to see you. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. So listen, y'all. Let's talk about beast mode for a quick second. So I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of times people don't understand that there are people in this world who are not only content creators, and they're not only those of them who are YouTubers or podcasters, but those of them who are running businesses like, rather, I oftentimes refer to your barbershop. I oftentimes refer to your beauty salon. I oftentimes refer to anything at your restaurant, anything that you're going to open up and stuff like that. People don't understand that visionaries have this kind of drive that's unbelievably, you can't explain it. Honestly, you really can't explain it. And so we have a drive sometimes that will keep us so motivated that we can't sleep. You see what I'm saying? And we can't do it. And not everybody understand that, because rather you have a spouse who's like, you got to get to bed. You about to drive yourself crazy. You are someone who's a part of somebody else's vision. And they ask you to help out in a vital proportion of their company, their business, whatever it is that they're trying to endeavor. And you're like, okay, I'm not trying to drop the ball on my end, and if I don't get it done now, then I won't be able to get it done later on. You feel what I'm saying? And so you got, people who are like, listen, man, you got to sleep at night and stuff like that, but not realizing that some of the drive that you do have is your motivation, is the thing that will cause you to say, I'm up and I can't go to sleep, rather than you go to sleep and your spirit is running all day because you're in beast mode, So let's talk about some of the stuff that will help us to be in beast mode. We talk about the physical a lot, and the physical sport, it refers to people that are in sports or fitness, and people that are in sports and fitness, they go beast mode, and it involves pushing their body to the limits, showing extraordinary strength, speed, endurance, and it says, for an example, you got a weightlifter, who's lifting, weights, their personal best, or a runner completing a marathon, they time themselves according to the record that they're trying to break. Sometimes what you're doing, technically what it's saying is that you're beating your PR, your personal record, and people in sports, they have this mental type, physical type of, beast mode strength that will cause them to get up and just, push their bodies to the limit. And we talked about, we had a little, not documentary, but a little rendition on, of Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was somebody. Matter of fact, if you go to It's Life podcast under I forgot the name of the video. How could I forget the name of my own video? You know what I'm saying? Feeling not good enough, or whatever the case to be. But yeah, stress. That's what it's called. Stress. It's under stress. But we talked about Michael Jordan, how Michael Jordan sometimes will, when he was playing, he will push his body to the limit. And he practiced more than the average player, so that when their team is in tight spots, he can rely on his body to come through, for them to go that extra edge or that extra mile that the other team can't go. And so when you take a look at the physical proportion of being in beast mode, you're working, trying to put things together, trying to get the paperwork together, trying to go on the internet, trying to make sure that you got people that you can contact, doing all your emails, doing all of the social media stuff. That's beast mode, where you're doing extraordinary stuff because there's a limit. There's no limit really to where you can go because you have this type of energy on the inside of you. You feel what I'm saying? Dave says, yeah, I'm a beast most times. Bars, yes, you are. And he says, good morning. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, Henry Watkins on the line. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, bro. He's not supposed to be up on here. He's not feeling well. He's supposed to be relaxing. But yeah, listen, again, there's a certain type of, energy that you have, a certain type of strength that you gain, when you're in beast mode about the thing that you're trying to do. You're trying to step on top of everybody. You're trying to step on top. And you're trying to stay like at least 2-3 steps ahead of everybody so that people can glean from you. Why am I getting so choked up all of a sudden? So again, that's the physical. We're going to put all this together. I want to share with you some stuff physical. So again, you want to be able to dominate your personal record. What have you done good today? What can you do better tomorrow? I promise y'all, folks, I wasn't talking like this a few minutes ago until now. Maybe I'm getting excited. But also, here's another thing you have to put yourself together and understand. Look, mental. You know what I'm saying? Rather it's in an academic way, an intellectual pursuit. You know what I'm saying? It could be sometimes, when you're in mental could mean intense, concentration, cognitive powers that be. You know what I'm saying? This might look like a student studying religiously, and trying to master the complexities of the material that they have to study, or even a scientist, involving the challenges of solving problems. Again, these things would allow for you to go in beast mode. One of the things that you want to know, especially when you have a particular company that you're trying to run, you want to make sure, listen, and I want to give you this real quick. And there's 6 tips, to having a great company. First of all, if you take a bar graph, and I didn't get a chance to give you a bar graph today, but in the middle, you got the name of your particular, company or whatever the case would be. You got the name of who you are. Maybe you're trying to make you better. You feel what I'm saying? But anybody that you want to have join your team, as opposed to people that are mental, trying to get that mental health, and as opposed to a scientist solving problems, here's what you want. You got the vision. You know what I'm saying? Secondly, you want to have the kind of people in your vision, you know what I'm saying, that is according to your vision, the kind of people that will fit the culture, the kind of people that will have the same kind of spirit that you have, the same kind of language that you have, the same kind of body language, you know what I'm saying, the same kind of aura, the same kind of mannerism. You want for those particular type of people to be in your business, the right people, not just to have people. So you got in the middle, you got you or your name of the company, you know what I'm saying? And then the first component is the people component, where you want the right kind of people. You feel what I'm saying? And then watch this, not only that, but then you go over to the other part, you want them to be able to solve problems. You got what I'm saying? When they solve problems, you want them to solve problems forever. And that's the reason why, and then you'll know now, the reason why you got bylaws, you got conditions, you got rules, because you know that if you don't follow the way that we need to go, we're going to hit walls the way we hit walls. You get what I'm saying? And watch this. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over, looking for different results. So you want the kind of people in your particular, group, the kind of people that's in your organization that are not only like-minded, but those of them who know how to solve problems, but solve the issue forever. One time and solve the issue forever, and then that takes off a lot of the mental stress of anybody who's in the middle, the visionary, the company, the person, you want to have people around you according to your self-development. You want people around you that are able to help solve problems, to help, take care of certain issues and stuff like that. Take some strain off of you, even as a person in your own business and in your own life, so that you could be able to do some stuff that you want. I found out that there's a difference between being rich, and I know it's going to sound off topic, but it's not, and being wealthy. When you're rich, what I'm saying, you can get a chance to buy certain things that you want, buy items that you need. But when you're wealthy, what I'm saying, rich is you are trying to, get money, right? You're trying to take the time to get money. But when you're wealthy, what I'm saying, you're trying to buy your time back. You know what I'm saying? And that's the deal. You want to exchange the money for your time versus exchange time for your money. You get what I'm saying? You try to take the time to find money, when you're rich. But when you're wealthy, you try to take the money to find your time and buy your time back. What am I saying through all of that? When you got people that's in your corner that's like-minded in your company, in your life, they will allow for you to buy the time back if they're good friends and say, yo, I'll help you out with this, I'll help you out with that, because again, you're wealthy. You know what I'm saying? But we're trying to get there, aren't we? And so we will only get there by being in beast mode every now and again. So yeah, mental is something that you got to take a look at. Rather it's on the intellectual level, rather it's academically, rather scientifically to try to solve problems. You got to make sure that you have your mental, health together. You feel what I'm saying? Because again, beast mode will allow for you to understand that I cannot sleep until I solve this problem. I cannot sleep until this get done. I cannot sleep until, let me tell you, at night, even if I don't got the templates done like I have here, and I only show you 1, 2, this is where we are right now. Sometimes I'll at least get the thumbnail together the night before I go to bed. You feel what I'm saying? So that at least I'll have something that I don't have to work on the very next day. Because sometimes it gets tiresome. People don't know when you are, running your own company, doing your own thing, trying to stay up on top. Listen, it's different from going to a secular job because all you got to do is go and take care of somebody else's work, right? Take care of somebody else's vision. They pay you for the time that you've been given. All you got to do is leave and not worry about the finances. You're not the operating system that's doing both, working and getting the finances, So you got to grind. You got to be in beast mode to some degree in order to make this thing happen. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it's all about at the very, very end of the day. So again, you got to get your physical body together. You feel what I'm saying? You got to get your mental together. I think somebody has said something even, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Wow, Maria, good to see you. Maria Ebony Dawns, good to see you, sweetheart. Oh, that's my sister. Love you. We're going to talk definitely, and again, that's what it's all about, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? You got to get your physical and your mental together. Here's another thing too. Creativity. When you got your creative mind going on, to be creative for artists, writers, come on, Dave, musicians, come on, me and Dave, you know what I'm saying? Or other creative professionals. Beast mode can mean a burst of creativity and productivity, right? Productivity, producing exceptional work in a flow state. When you're in a flow state, y'all, you got a flow state going on, y'all. Listen, it's nothing like, I'm gonna tell you every now and again. I want to be honest with y'all, and I know I wish my boy John Aronson was online because I'm sure he more than understand this. That we just put my short skit film out, Nothing More to Say. During that process was great. I love recording and stuff like that. Got a chance to do some stuff for my sister Yolanda and stuff like that. And it's good to record. It's good to record, knowing your composition, knowing your symmetry and stuff like that. Still working on lighting, still working on color grade. We're going to get there. But at the end of the day, here's the deal. One of the things that behoove me and that the stuff that I really, really hate is editing. The editing process sometimes can become stressful if you have a particular due date that you have to make. You see what I'm saying? Versus it be on your particular time. You get what I'm saying? But listen, editing is the most beautiful part of everything. It's not just shooting. Anybody can shoot, but it's the most beautiful. What do I mean? When I say shoot, I mean shooting a video camera. That's what I mean. Not no gun, and I know y'all know what I mean. But at the end of the day, again, I want to make myself clear for anybody who might not know me. So again, but when you are in the editing stages, I'm going to tell you something. That's when you got your own time, it's the most beautiful part of any, why? Because you're putting your creative mind together. You're putting your creative juices together. You're putting stuff together, the stuff that you've seen and how you want to see it. You got to see it before you see it. You got to see it before you do it, but sometimes, when you're in beast mode, you do one part, you do another part, you get tiresome, you get tired. You're like, all right, look, you know what? After the project is over, we're during the project, not forget after or during the project, you're like, man, I don't feel like going back to that tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do a little bit today. And nah, not today. But you got the due date coming. And you got to be pushed. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta by default put yourself in a beast mode, But then when you're like halfway through the movie, when you're like halfway through the skit, you know what happens? All of a sudden you get this momentum, like, yo, it's coming together. And then when you felt that you did what you were supposed to do, you look at it and you're like, you leave it for a day and you're like, nah, I need something else to it. It took me a couple of weeks to put that one little skit together because of what I wanted, and how I wanted it to be, and then after a while you say to yourself, I ain't doing this no more. I'm done. Man, forget that. I ain't doing this no more. Nah. But after you see the finished product and you look at it 2-3 times, then you're like, I can't wait for the next one. You know what I'm saying? But in the process, you develop beast mode. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I got about 6 or 7 more for you. Look, let's go to a commercial break real quick and I'll come right back to you.
Yeah, everybody hands up like this. Yeah.
Hey yo, a party ain't a party till Yolanda come through with tales of a grown girl. Y'all know how she do.
Y'all already know what's up, man. Trey Chaney, BMF, The Wire, Saint Jacintus, Tales of a Grown Girl. We hosting it right now.
Do with tales of a grown girl. Y'all know how she do. Coming soon to a city near you. Grown Girls NYC, that's how she do. MC Heaven's in the house. Be
We live and direct. We about to set it off. Great play. I'm hoping everybody loves it.
Thanks for the opportunity to be in your
Excellent. The play is excellent.
Deep message, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Very deep.
houses, the Long Island. God always had you. You share your life, bright lights and stages. May the Lord protect you from the haters in the
Phenomenal cast. Gonna do their thing. I got a wonderful director. This is gonna be played. So I hope y'all like the music and everything. Stay tuned.
You thanking my friend
Serena for bringing me to DJ Zon.
is rocking on the ones and twos.
Definitely come out and see it.
So I'm coming to a city near you.
Yo, a party ain't a party till Yolanda come through it.
Tales of a grown girl, y'all know how she do.
And don't forget, y'all, she's coming out with a new event on February 17th. It's going to be at 5 p.m. It is a Manifestation and Faith mocktail brunch with all those beautiful ladies behind her. And she's right there in the front in the purple hair, looking dapper as ever. And she's going to also be sharing some stuff, I'm sure, from the book that she have just released, the new version of the first version of the book that she had, which is now audio book. It's located right there on Amazon, $12.99. Tales of a Grown Girl. You know what I'm saying? Go get it. It's phenomenal. You'll love it. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go get it. Go support it, y'all. It's gonna be awesome. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all. Again, in all of that. And going back to the mental state, you gotta have yourself together. You feel what I'm saying? Here's another thing too. Of course, we talked about the creative state. You know, when you're in your creative mind and listen, y'all, I know what it's like, especially when after we decided to do what we do and we finished the product. We finished the pictures, we finished the film, whatever. You're like, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. But then you look back at it, you're like, I'm motivated to do it again because it just came out so good, you know. And then when you got other people who are answering to your creative mind and answering to the work that you've given and they're appreciating it, will make you appreciate it that much more and want to give that much more. Not because of the fact that you're a narcissist, right? But because you want to be able to service other people and give other people and bless other people with the kind of gift that you do have. My boy Amir is on the line. How are you keep? Oh man, that's yo. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. And so again, let's go to the next one real quick. I'm gonna tell you something, you know. And I want to just real quick go back to the creative state for a quick second. I want you to know this one last thing. You know, when you're in your creative state and your creative mind, it's an amazing thing because even for people like Amir who's on the line. You know, he's in his creative state off of other people's script, but he have to still be creative in the script. He's an actor extraordinaire. Yo, he's everywhere doing big things and stuff like that. Wow. Awesome. Phenomenal. You'll catch him, by the way, on Artificial Life. If you go back on It's On You TV, killed it. And he only had 2 days to do it, maybe a day and a half. He still killed it, you know, and he's only evolved. But it's amazing to me sometimes when you could get somebody else's script, you feel what I'm saying, and make it who you are, make it into who you are, but not take away from the actual content of the script that you have to relay as an actor. You know, you have to put yourself in that particular, you know, position mentally, physically, so people could understand that you've placed yourself into that script to make that script believable. That's art, that's creativity. And you have to practice your craft every single day. You know, and every day, whether you know it or not, is a scene. I can't see any of you where you are, but I promise what you're sitting in right now is a scene. What I'm sitting in right now is a scene. Right now, my light is a little bit blown out. I should have got my dimmer, but it's a scene. You got what I'm saying? But, and again, creative is a beautiful thing to be creative, you know? Here's another thing too. Professional. Now, here's the deal, you know? But before that, I missed one. Emotional. That's what I want to talk about. In a personal development or emotional content, it might involve demonstrating remarkable resilience, like overcoming significant personal challenges, And see, again, the crazy thing about the great emotional strength is difficult in specific situations, especially when you have to deal with people. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when you have to deal with people, because people don't know. Listen, the emotional sphere of you is unstoppable when you're in beast mode. It's unstoppable. Like, all right, cool. You could tell me you don't like it, all right, but I'm in beast mode, champ. Like, you can't tell me nothing. I don't have on black for no reason. I'm in beast mode. I'm blacking out, because I know I'm going to get to where I got to get to and can't nothing stop me. You know how it is when you're in beast mode, y'all? You feel what I'm saying? Nobody's going to stop anything. Can't nobody say nothing to discourage you. Can't nobody stop you from doing whatever that you want to do because you're in beast mode. It's like move out the way. I remember looking at back in the days, and I'm sure some of y'all who are 70s babies, y'all could understand what I'm saying. Well, remember the Hulk. It's about this regular man, and until you get him mad, he turns into like this. He's this regular person first, but all of a sudden you get him tight. He turned into this green giant monster with these muscles that he never had before he got mad, and he's able to destroy everything. And I wanted to use it as a thumbnail, but I couldn't find it. You know what I'm saying? Beast mode, that means everybody look out, move out the way. When you're in beast mode, meant that you've messed up a couple of times. Meant that you know what it is in your field and in your lane, what it is to mess up, what it is to, what to look out for, what corners to take, what corners not to take, what corners to cut, what corners not to cut, what should be the long haul, what shouldn't be the long haul, what to spend your time on, what not to spend your time on, who to spend your time on, who not to involve in your time. Again, all of that because see, beast mode is a confidence like never before. You know what I'm saying? You gain like never before. It is a crazy confidence that can't nobody convince you I'm not getting to where I'm going. Move out the way. I think it was Ludacris. Move. Get out the way. Get out the way. Move out the way, yo. I'm on my way, And that's how you have to be when you are pursuing whatever your dream is. You got to be so beast mode that fear you at the end of the day. Fear got to fear you. Then you become professional, obviously. In a work or career setting, it could manifest as exceptional performance, like completing a major project under tight deadlines, and we just talked about that, or excelling in a high pressure situation. And I'm gonna tell you something, when you're in a professional setting and you're in beast mode, you're being more than assertive. You're being aggressive, you're being assertive, nothing's cutting corners. I know it's at work. I know, listen, it's a little over my time. I'll punch out when I'm ready and I'm finished with this last segment of the project so that we can complete the full project by the end of the week. You feel what I'm saying? So it's great in professional settings. It's exceptional to be in beast mode. But here's the other thing. Here's the downfall to being in beast mode in a professional setting. You get jealousy. You get the backlashes. You get people who try to sabotage, You get people trying to do stuff, because they think that you're doing stuff to kiss up to people. When in all reality, it's just your workflow. Dave Kuhn is on the line. Beast mode all the way. I mean, he put the B in beast. Because if you ever want anything done, we just talked about the difference between him and I and him and our brother and everything, how we do certain things, but how it's complementary. You got what I'm saying? I take on slow wins. Everybody know I'm not intimidated by nobody with numbers bigger than me. You feel me? Because I know after a while I'm going to get there, Dave is somebody that's like, listen, I'll just pay somebody to do it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to do it, I got to do it a specific way. But I have to know exactly what I'm doing, how I'm going to do it, when I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it that way, and that's that, So again, when we talk about beast mode, you know what I'm saying? He's somebody that if you want something done right, then you want it done right at the same time. You want somebody that's not going to sort of drag their feet, that's your man, If you want somebody that's going to take your time or be patient with you and show you every step by step and be patient through that process, maybe it's because I'm a pastor, you want somebody like me. You feel what I'm saying? Again, at the end of the day, in a professional setting, it is good when you're in beast mode because people are seeing your effort that you're putting in to make their company better. Bars. Now, here's another one. Social. It's amazing because for someone, beast mode might mean exceptional social skills. I was just talking to Sophia about this just this morning, because again, as a speaker, you know, to any type of capacity of any audience, you know, or neighbor, successfully closing a complex deal is a beautiful thing. When you know how to talk, when you know how to speak to people, when you know how to advocate for yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's easy. It's great to have those social skills, personality, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of humor, you know, but show that you're a business at the same time. You're not aggressive, but you're assertive in what you're doing through, or maybe passive aggressive in this particular, you know, aspect. But when you're in beast mode, you know that I'm not leaving this person until I get this sale. When in beast mode, you know, I'm not leaving this person until they buy my ticket to the show. In beast mode, you know, I'm not leaving this person until they look at my movie and give me that view. You know what I'm saying? In beast mode, no, I am going to get this sale. I'm going to get this client, and it's not just going to be a sale, but it's going to be a client that says that they need me for what they're doing. They need you for what you're doing, for your expert. What is your genius? You know, your genius is the very thing that's going to cause you to be in beast mode, and you can challenge anybody in your lane. I dare you to challenge me about what it is about self-development and stuff like that. Why? Because when you know what you know, you've been dealing with people for so long, for so many different years, pastoring people, seeing people, counseling people, marrying people, all that stuff. That's the stuff that gives me my authority to be able to get up on here and say, listen, I can coach you, you know, through life. You feel what I'm saying? And again, when you have control over your life and you know what you're doing, some people will be like, well, you know, but I live in a house and you live in an apartment. You know, I'm driving this, you're taking the train. Yeah, but you take a look at my bank account. I guarantee you, I had to borrow money because I cannot touch my zero. You know, you have to know your zero. Your zero is something that will cause you to be beast mode, that I'm not touching that money for nothing. Kudos. Kudos to you, Donald Francis. Why? Because there were a time I could not keep $5. By the way, I owe my brother $35 right now. I got to get Cash App him myself or Zelle him. You know what I'm saying? But again, you feel what I'm saying? Again, it's all about, you got to be stubborn. You got to know beast mode. You got to know, you know, you can't tell everybody that either. But I'm helping you out. I'm telling you about my experiences, you know, because if we were to open up and start to buy stuff now, you would think that now I'm trying to step out and flex. Nah. I'm saving it for an appointed time. You know what I'm saying? Write the vision, make it plain, you know, upon table. Just know and understand that vision is yet for an appointed time, and it's coming. And when you step out, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. So social skills are wonderful, that you can talk to people. You can advocate for yourself. You can sell your business. You know, you can sell your merchandise. You can sell your service. You can do what it is that you need to do because you need social skills. You feel what I'm saying? Real quick, want to just say this. Listen, would you like to advertise, you know, your company here? Would you like to advertise what you have? You know, your book, your company, your movie, your skit, you know, your show, produce your merchandise that you're selling, whatever it is that you're selling. Would you like to advertise it here? We would love to have it advertised here as well. I want to be a part of what it is that you're doing. Go right there to manifestthoughts888@gmail.com and say, yo, D, I need you to really advertise my stuff, bro, because I'm on my way. I'm like, all right, I got you. You know, we'll discuss what it is we have to discuss and make it all happen. I would be really appreciative if you'd like to do that. You know what I'm saying? Through us. Don't forget, listen, I got a nice little short skit film right there on It's All You TV. You see what I'm saying? It's called Nothing More to Say. Please go check it out. It will not prolong your time. Go right there. It's All You TV, ITZALLYOU TV. And you'll see Nothing More to Say. I'm so happy, you know, to say that I think we just hit over 1,000 views, you know. So happy about that. In my lane, I'm gonna tell you something. That wasn't like that for me, you know, a couple of months back. You feel what I'm saying? But it would take me at least like 2-3 months just to get over 1,000 views. Some of y'all, 15,000 is good, 18,000 is good, 20,000 is good for 2 days, whatever the case it be. But for me, my small beginnings, my breakthrough is I got over, and it succeeded all of my videos. You know what I'm saying? Which is what I expected it to do. You know what I'm saying? By getting up to that particular mark and then hopefully beyond. You know. So again, y'all, it's a beautiful thing when you're able to manifest certain things on purpose. You got what I'm saying? On purpose. And speaking of on purpose, look, y'all, don't forget our family. You know what I'm saying? And that is, you know what I'm saying? All right, what's this on my all right, cool. Sorry, my computer's acting crazy, y'all. You know, don't forget our family, Real Block Film. You know what I'm saying? Real Block Film LLC. I want y'all to understand, you know, they're a part of America New Network. You know what I'm saying? You know, community, you know, they go and get the app. It's a lovely app. You know what I'm saying? You'll see more than this movie here, but they got this movie called Love. That's right there on that particular network. Please be advised that you have, you know, some commercials in and here and there. You know You feel what I'm saying? But if you want to see it in its entirety, you can go to Real Block Pictures on YouTube and you'll find this wonderful motion picture Love. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful picture. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who had problems with their relationships and stuff like that, after you finish watching that, I don't think you have too much. You have too much of a problem in your relationship and stuff like that, you know? So again, go check it out. Go check it out, please, y'all. Go support us, you know, as content creators. Please go support us as movie makers. You know, those of them who are there, those of them who want to come up. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to be able to be a part of that particular family, you know what I'm saying, and everything too. You see what I'm saying? So go do it. Your social skills is what's going to do it. Social skills is what's going to do it. So listen, here's another thing too. Adaptive. You know, sometimes it's about adaptability and problem solving under pressure, such as a leader, you know what I'm saying, navigating a crisis effectively. And see, one of the things I like about this is because here's the deal. When you're in beast mode, you're not afraid of anything. When you're in beast mode, you're not afraid of anything. You're not afraid of design. And you're not afraid of life trying to impress upon you default. What do I mean when I say default? You know, a lot of us think that we made the choices that we have being where we are. You have not made the choice where you are, that you had being where you are. If life landed you where you are, if crisis landed you where you are, if circumstances and situations landed you where you are, then you have not made a choice in your life. That was by default. Life landed me where I am. You got what I'm saying? But beast mode says, I design where I want to be, despite where life tried to take me. That's beast mode. Straight like that. That's beast mode. Beast mode says, I am where I want to be because I said it and because I designed it that way. You know, anybody who's a millionaire who just, you know, decided to get a $1 million company and stuff like that, when they die, they want to make sure that they're dying or they've died, you know, having their company ran the way that they wanted it ran, you know, and that's just what it is. Anybody who's building legacy want that. They want it that way. But you got to understand adaptability. You have to know how to work underneath the pressure. You feel what I'm saying? Sit in this chair. See, a lot of us, and listen, please understand my heart when I say this, y'all. Really, honestly, you know, a lot of us right now, if you're not put up under pressure doing this, then it might not be that significant to you. If it's a hobby for you, right? You might post or go on once, twice. You might not even have an ideal audience. You might not even have a plan. You might not have a niche or a niche. You might want to do it for the fun of it by saying, listen, I just want to be on social media, you know, interview a couple of friends, leave me alone, don't sue me, you know? But when you know that this is your money, this is your life, you want to give, you know, you want to give to people, and your life depends on your giving. You feel what I'm saying? It's no longer a game. You're sitting in the seat of pressure, but you're sitting in the seat of beast mode. You feel what I'm saying? And see, for anybody who could be envious or jealous of the fact that you got the seat, I wish I was like you. I wish I was like you. Listen, you don't understand. You don't understand. We got to try to make it. I'm the thing that's making it happen every single day. You feel me? As opposed to anybody going to work and because of your work ethic, they pay you accordingly, but the money's there. You got to make the money and you got to be the it. And you got to, you know, pay yourself. And you got to pay, you know, your staff, you know. You got to pay your staff too. And then you got to take care of the household, you know. So it's good that you learn how to scale what you're going to do. If you're going to go into this full time, you know how much you have to save if you're going to go for this full time so that you'll be able to have, you know, the time to do it. You know, you want to make sure that you buy the time. That's my boy Dave. Buy the time. You see what I'm saying? You know, and we're talking about my boy John Arrington too. We're brothers, man. We're all brothers, and we're all in, you know, lanes and stuff, but yet we're in the same lane in the same way. You know, and so John is somebody, he'll learn how to make it happen. You know, he'll fix things up, fix up the house. Dave is like, I'll pay for somebody, you know what I'm saying, to get the house. Me, I'm even slow to even get the house. Like, all right, look, but when I get it, I might not be fixing it up. I might be paying people. You feel what I'm saying? But again, my patience is somewhere, you know, I'm about to be 50. Sue me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They ain't far off. Don't let them get. But anyway, that's not the point. Adaptability, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. You know, you got to be adaptable. And you have to make sure that you know how to sit in a seat that's pressured. You know what I'm saying? And so if you're really real about it, and it's funny, let me just say this one illustration. Shout out to my boy, Jonathan Hall. You know what I'm saying? We were talking yesterday, and he says, you know, I'm going to tell you something, Donald. you got to know that if there's somebody who's trying to climb up, you know what I'm saying, to get over the edge, you feel what I'm saying? They might climb up easily with a rope connected to their waist, that just in case they fall back or fall off, they still have something that's going to grab them so that they won't hit rock bottom. But he says, but when you sit in a seat that have no rope on it and you climb, that's the pressure that's going to cause you to say, I gotta get over the top. There is no way I can get back down. I get back down, I might break a limb, but if I fall, I might paralyze myself. I can't afford to do that. So when you've been put in a place to be able to have to climb with no rope, can I tell you something? You're so in beast mode, it's going to happen for you. It's going to happen. But you got to put yourself in that particular position in order for the pressure to be applied and in order for it to happen. Real quick, I got two more. But before I go to two more, just make sure I got it all out the way. Yeah. Absolutely. So listen, y'all, I also wanted to say I am so sorry. I was supposed to announce the prize pop-up, you see what I'm saying, just the other day, but I realized I did not fix the wheel of names. So we will be announcing a prize pop-up tomorrow. All right. So please call people, because anybody that will come in, I'm putting your name in. As soon as you come in, your name will be put in and you'll see it on the wheel of names. And then you get that prize pop up that particular day. There you go. You might get it the next day because you won it the day before, but you'll get it. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, listen, real quick, I wanted to say this. There was a lady, and I don't know if I could, that's really, really small, but let me just say this. There was someone who written, and I'm just going to show it on your screen. There's someone who written about beast mode. It says, one night, overwhelmed by sadness and fearing that I would always feel that way, I stood in front of the mirror. This is somebody who written this to themselves. I stood in front of the mirror, looking at the reflection, feeling sorry for the person looking back at me. That means her to herself. I couldn't deny the pain I felt, the feeling of falling apart. It terrified me. I had given my energy and power, and now I had none. Because they're giving it all, they're giving it all. Watch this. In my terror, I heard a voice within me. It was me talking to me. I spoke words of encouragement and gave motivation to myself. As this happened, I felt an incredible surge of energy moving through me. Suddenly, a switch flipped. Wow. And a dormant force within me was awakened. Watch this. An inner beast that was fierce, driven, and unstoppable. I had activated beast mode. Beast mode, here's the end of it. Beast mode is a state of mind, a state of heightened domination and strength after being down for so long. It's the place where people say enough is enough. Bars. Let me ask you a question. Question of the day before we go to the last two. What is your enough is enough moment? Because see, beast mode is I'm sick and tired of losing. Beast mode is I'm sick and tired of getting the bottom of the barrel. Beast mode is I'm sick and tired of seeing everybody else get it and I'm not getting it. Beast mode is I'm sick and tired, you know what I'm saying, of failing and losing. Beast mode is like, nah, I'm not having this no more. You feel what I'm saying? Beast mode is I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to do what it is I got to do to make this happen. Even if I have to put pressure up under myself, I am going to do it and I'm going to make it and I will not fail. That's beast mode. That's beast mode. Beast mode says by any means necessary, I'm going to get this thing done. That's what beast mode says. You feel what I'm saying? What is your enough is enough moment? You see what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you something. You need to have enough is enough moment in order for you to enter into the realm of beast mode. Straight like that. Straight like that. What is your beast mode moment? So listen, real quick, another one. I'm going to tell you, you want to be tactical. Beast mode is learning how to be tactical in everything that you do. You feel what I'm saying? A strategic game or sports, it took to manifest as a superior strategy, and tactics, outthinking your opponent. In other words, every time that you're in beast mode, you got to think about, sports when you're being tactical. You got to think about sports because you got people who sometimes, you know what they do? They learned how to strategize their opponents. They know how to counteract. And I oftentimes refer to, people who are tennis players. And I'm glad for Bishop Noel Jones, who said the same thing. He says, when you're looking at somebody who plays tennis, says you're looking at how they counteract the ball. He says, you know what happens when they counteract the ball? He says, you're not looking at the frame of the person. He says, you're looking at their mind. The mind is a thing that can think faster than your actions. It's going as fast as the speed of light. For some reason, y'all lost some contact on Facebook, on the personal page, but I'm back in, But he says, it's your mind that does it. You have to have a tactic in your mind to say, I'm ready for whichever way they hit the ball back my way. You got what I'm saying? So again, you got to be tactical, You got to know the tactics of life. You got to have a strategy, a strategic plan. You have to know the game plan. The game plan. What's the game plan? You got what I'm saying? You got to know the game plan. Watch this. You got to be compassionate. In caring or service role, beast mode might be about showing extraordinary empathy and care, going above and beyond to help other people. You have to be compassionate. You see what I'm saying? Because being in beast mode don't mean being rude. It doesn't mean that you have to be, untactful. It doesn't mean that you have to be, rude and obnoxious with how you feel and what you do. No, beast mode is being compassionate. Being beast mode is you having empathy for people. In fact, it's empathy that will cause you to be beast mode. I can prove it. All right. You're a mother, right? You have your children who can't fend for themselves. They're hungry. You might not have that much money. You're going to go into beast mode. You're a father. You know what I'm saying? And you're a family man. You got your wife and the kids who are like, we don't have that much groceries in the house. But it's a slow financial week for you. You feel what I'm saying? You don't even have a zero to go to. You're going to go in beast mode that no matter what, when you come back, you will have what it is that they're looking for. You feel what I'm saying? Dave says you cannot get your job done being right. Absolutely. Being an idiot. You know what I'm saying? You have to have empathy to do your job. Well done. You have to have empathy. Gabby, good to see you. Good to see you, Deacon. You know what I'm saying? Again, beast mode is having a heart because it's being in beast mode that's going to cause you to say, having empathy and love that's going to cause you to say, that's the thing that awakened the bear. You ever heard that expression? Don't poke the bear. Life sometimes can try and poke the bear. They came out with this new phrase that says life be lifing, But life sometimes can poke the bear in you that will cause you to say, listen, I don't know which way I'm going to make this bread. I don't know which way it's going, but you know what? I'm going to take what I have and make it happen. I'm coming home with what it is that I need because that's beast mode. You're not going to settle for anything when you're in beast mode. It's different from being creative. It's different from being an employer. It's different from being an employee. Beast mode is I'm running for my life and I'm going to make everything that I need happen. Straight like that. My passions are the things that are driving me to beast mode to get to where I need to be and to get to how I need to get there. My passions. You feel what I'm saying? Dave said that's what separates being a great leader from a good leader. Bars. He's spitting bars up here. I got to have him as, Sheena, what's up? So again, y'all, being in beast mode. So now let me tell you something. Let's put this all together here, right? And I want you to know that you have to have your physical together when you are in beast mode. You have to think like an athlete when you are in beast mode. Your physicality, you know what I'm saying? You got to know how much you can take. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what you can endure. You have to know that you have extraordinary strength. You know what I'm saying? Even as a bodybuilder, y'all, a bodybuilder is somebody who will go beyond their limits. Every single day, you are physically beating your PR. What have I done good today? Come on, David. And how can I do it great tomorrow? That's what I'm talking about. That part. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to have your physical together. You want to think like an athlete when you're getting your physical, body together. You know what that means? Get sleep, get rest. God, I know that. And your day start the day before the day that you have to work and pursue what you're pursuing. Watch this. Your mental got to be together, right? You have intellectually. Now, while you are thinking as an athlete, be smart. Athletes, they have to work harder physically, right? When you're thinking about bodybuilding, that's a physical thing. You know what I'm saying? But there are some cases where you don't have to be physical at all. Just think smarter and work smarter and not harder. Work harder at practicing solving problems like a scientist, rather it's intellectual, academic, you know what I'm saying? When you're pursuing academics, you got to awaken your cognitive powers. You feel what I'm saying? And understand, just like scientists, you want to learn how to practice solving problems. And when you solve problems, solve them forever so that you don't have to go back and be what they call insane. Because when you keep doing the same thing over and over and over, you're expecting different results because you didn't solve that particular problem. You see what I'm saying? Listen, it's thank you so much, Harry. Good to see you. So I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Keep up the amazing work, man. P, what's up, P? Love you, bro. And again, I just want you to understand. Look, get your physical together, get the mental together. Remember what we talked about the other day? Turn down the noise. Stop listening to everybody. Stop listening to people who are negative. You feel what I'm saying? Because again, what happens is it's going through your ear and it comes into your mental first. You know what I'm saying? Your mental, your brain is where you filter everything that you've heard. That's negative. And then it will release all the vitamins down to your heart. And then out of the heart, then you start to speak what it is that you heard. You know what I'm saying? And then if it's negative, then you start to speak negative and you become negative and it becomes your identity. And now you're no good to be in beast mode. You're vulnerable. A beast is not vulnerable. A beast make everything vulnerable. And then when you're in beast mode, you're in creative mode. Think about a creative. Think about an artist. Think about a writer, a musician. Think about an editor. Think about a person that's professional, in editing or shooting movies, or a photographer, a painter. When you're in your creative mode, you got to think that way. Physical, you're thinking about lifting those weights, beating your PR. Mental, you're thinking about your intelligence. You want to think as an intelligent. That's why I got a lot of my Asian friends and stuff like that. They're way more, oh man, And then again, your creative mind. Think about an artist, a songwriter, a book writer, a poet. Think about all of those particular individuals. You have to think as such. Get your emotions together. You feel what I'm saying? Because listen, you are emotionally developing yourself. The emotional context. It might, involve, dominating remarkable resilience. And I'm gonna tell you, when you're emotional, your emotions are up and down. Can I tell you what your emotions do? Your emotions try to dominate you to tell you what to believe. That's what your emotions do. Cheers. Your emotions would try to tell you what to believe. And then sometimes you got to tell your emotions what to do rather than for it to tell you what to believe. Watch this. Professional. If you are in a professional setting, here's another thing. Here's a quick tip. If you are working a secular job, think about your secular job being your partner. It is not your employer, because anything that you want to do, your secular job is going to fund that. So then what you want to do when you go to your secular job is you don't want to go to work with your need. Don't go to work working to say, oh, I need to pay bills. Like I said, that brother Bill is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I went to go buy me a soda. I can't, you know what I'm saying? And I had to see Bill. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you got to do, you got to see Bill. If I'm taking mass transit, I'm going to see Bill. If you driving your own car, guess what? You got to put gas in that. Guess where Bill's going to be? Bill's there. You're always going to see Bill, but don't go to work with your need. Go to work as an asset, stating to yourself, what can I do to make this company better that would give me anything that I want because I'm an asset? You see, the company that we're working for is my partner because they're funding my dream right now. They're funding what it is that I want. In a professional setting, when you're in beast mode, is the best thing ever. I got to move. Again, be adaptive. Adaptability is something that's always great. You got to know how to be adaptive. Adapt to every situation. Can I bring you to a biblical standpoint real quick? Paul is a perfect example of adaptability. He was someone who was locked up on his third journey, talking to the Corinthian church, telling them, yo, listen, I can't wait to see you. I long to see you. It wasn't until like the Acts chapter 28 that he physically saw them. But when he did go see them, he was stoned. He was bitten by a snake, spat at, ridiculed. And then when he got to the particular churches or the organization that he created, could I say it like that? The organization, they tried to question his authority because he was so doggone good. But he knew how to adjust to every situation and keep his sanity, keep his person. You got to know how to adjust to every situation that comes. It's called adaptability. Last two, tactical. You know what I'm saying? You got to be tactical. Understand the game of sports. Understand your opponent and know that your opponent is coming to oppose you. Understand the tennis player. Understand the soccer player. They call it football in certain areas. Understand your basketball. Understand the football, where the ball is going to land. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to fumble. Think as an athlete when you're being tactical. You feel what I'm saying? Another thing, don't forget you're being compassionate. Be passionate. You feel what I'm saying? Compassion is everything. It's your passion that make you drive. It's your passion that keep you going. It's your passion that will wake you up every day to say, my purpose, I'm going to step into my purpose and I'm going to do it on purpose by design. I'm not going to do it because I want life to land me where it is, where I am. I want to make sure that I get to where I want to go on purpose because this is what I designed it to be. And this was my plan. I can take what I plan to do with my life today on a to-do list. And by the end of the day, if the good Lord allowed me to see the end of the day, I can say to done. And after I write it to done, I celebrate my achievements of the day. Don't forget to celebrate. After you go on beast mode, don't forget to celebrate. Don't forget you got to rest. I don't have that on the template. You got to celebrate and you got to rest when you're on beast mode. Why? Because you got to even recover from victories, and achievements, just like you have to, recover from bad news and failures. And there's no such thing as failure. You learn, when you fail. Every successor was those of them who failed a ton of times before they got back. You feel what I'm saying? They failed a ton of times before they got back. Sometimes you got to fail, learn from it. You got to learn from it by studying what caused you to fail. That's why you take a look at Steph Curry. You look at LeBron James, the great Michael Jordan, the Scottie Pippens and stuff like that. When they lost games, they would go back and study that game. As hard as it feel, as hard as it seemed, as hard as it is to even look, to see that you got beat, especially if you got beat by 30. God, Jesus, that's crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Again, you got to go back and take a look at the tape and to see where did we go wrong. That's life. Life is where have I gone wrong? What have I done good today? How could I do it better tomorrow? How could I be great at it? Can I tell you something? You don't have to be great to start, but you got to start to be great. Understand what I'm saying? You got to start somewhere to become great. I don't care if your numbers on YouTube is as low as, I don't know what, is 0, but you still got to start. You feel what I'm saying? And after a while, it'll accumulate. Trust me. I'm a witness to that, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? You got to start to be great, y'all. That's what it's all about. Again, as we land the plane, I am so grateful to be able to see some of the small wins, man. I'm looking up here on Google for a quick second, and yeah. See, and it's so funny because I take a look at my YouTube page. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm saying to myself, wow, You know, I'm looking at these small. Don't forget to celebrate, y'all. Celebrate your small beginnings. Celebrate your small wins, and treat it like as though you've gotten millions of whatever it is that you're looking for. You got to see yourself in it. That's how you manifest stuff. It's hot, y'all. Excuse me. That's how you manifest stuff, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you see yourself in it, you can feel it, and all of a sudden you start working at it. And in life, you get a big dosage of, yo, this is going, it's going to, I feel it happening. I'm feeling that right now, y'all. Feeling that right now. Listen, real quick, y'all, I'm landing the plane. Want you to understand, I want to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, Dave Q, who's not only on Facebook now, but also on YouTube. Amir Robinson, that's my dude. Love you to the fullest, bro. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Harry, good to see you, which is Pee Wee, good to see you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I thought I saw, who else did I see? Wade, good to see you. I really appreciate your support. Henry Watkins, you know what I'm saying? Feel better, by the way. My brother not feeling too good, but he's coming out. You know what I'm saying? Everything he's going in. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad for him and stuff like that. Maria, good to see you. I so appreciate you so very, very much. You know what I'm saying? Deacon, what's up? Deacon Owens, good to see you. Gabby, you know what I'm saying? Sheena, good to see you. Arnold, good to see you. Arnold Dula, what's up? Dave Kionis, I see you, my dude. Listen, y'all, I really appreciate y'all for coming on and really supporting your brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful to everything that you all do by, you know, lending me your time. And I'm hoping that you are learning something. Listen, we're about to transfigure on this page. And the reason I'm saying that is because I've been giving you informational stuff, you know, but we're going to move into now starting to teach some of the online course, and we're going to show you transformational stuff. And I think that this is the reason why people are in our community now, because they're understanding not only the fact that we're teaching informational stuff, but now I want to show you results. And I want you to understand, you know, transformational stuff. You feel what I'm saying? And this is what we're going to start to teach. So I want you to please buckle your seatbelts this time. You know what I'm saying? Come Monday, we got some good stuff. Shout out to Sophia. You know what I'm saying? She's taking care of some stuff. So she not with us today, but she's working, you know. Dave Kionis is another person that's actually really, you know what I'm saying, on our team. He's the first dude that came and said, yo, bro, yo, I'm here for the position. Yo, I'm here. And I'm going to say something. You should never be dumb, you know what I'm saying, to push people away that you know that's able to make it happen. You know, he's in a lot of other stuff, a lot of other organizations, you know, connect to a lot of stuff and still willing to help, you know what I'm saying, and his brother and be on the team. You feel what I'm saying? Dave Kionis is almost in everything that I'm into. That's my brother, man. We grew up. He's a brother from another mother for real, you know. But listen, y'all, I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate you coming in. Please join me tomorrow. All right, join me tomorrow at exactly 10:30. All right, and tomorrow might be a shorter day because I have some real business that I'm taking care of. Like, yo, I'm really working. I'm not even telling y'all this, y'all. I'm really working. Sophia, I'm glad she's here. She could be a witness to know the stuff that we're doing. Look, until tomorrow, y'all. Same time, same place. And in fact, I would normally, you know, play the music out, but I'm gonna count out. See y'all later. Peace. Love y'all. 10:30 tomorrow. Oh, by the way, tomorrow's topic is I quit. Talk about it.